Pisces moon. And see, the sun is Virgo, so this is the full moon. The full moon is, I don't know, 10 degrees, so 20 hours, so it's still 24 more hours away. So the full moon is tomorrow for me. Here, Atlantic, 11:03 a.m. Scorpio is just starting to rise. And at the exact moon Pisces up, Venus and Virgo, I found myself in the living room vacuuming up some nasty stuff. I decided to vacuum the cracks in the floor, and I started with an empty filter. This is just not even done the whole floor yet, but I see some junk. I also swear I saw some jewelry, so I'm gonna empty it out. So I'm pretty sure these people didn't clean, the people who lived here before didn't clean that floor even once. And they lived here for 5 years. Although the floor looked clean from afar, I got in there, I paid attention to the details, and I started vacuuming. And I took little clips to show you guys what happened with that. But I think I might find some goodies in there, which would be fun, treasure hunting. Mercury up, Jupiter. So Pisces is a little bit of everyone. Pisces is the sign that can morph into every other sign. They're ever-changing, mutable fuckery is what they are. And that's the best way to describe Pisces. They can be any other sign. You can see any other sign in them in every other sign. Depending who they're around, what mood they're in, is also depending on who they're around. And current transits, this is the chart of right now, so depending on your chart, they are always changing to what's around them. So, it depends on their whole chart, it depends on who they live with, who their neighbors are, everything that's going on around them. Where they live, what they take into their space for information. They're going to be adapting to that constantly, so it's really hard to peg Pisces other than a lot of people call them wishy-washy, and like it's not a good trait to be changing for other people. And I can see how that gets you into trouble a lot of times. But I can also see how letting go of thinking you know anything is also Pisces. When people talk about the age of Aquarius, they're going backwards from the know-it-all to the one who admits, I don't know. I don't know. Pisces will say, I don't know a lot. And of course it depends on your whole chart. I don't want to hear anyone picking apart me saying things that are general, because it's easy to generalize and it's useful to generalize each sign by itself. And when I say Aries people, I mean people with a lot of Aries. I don't just mean Sun and Aries people, because sometimes Sun and Aries people can have a lot of Pisces and they'll be very gentle. Sometimes. It's all depending on the mood, and that explains Pisces very well. It's hard to peg those Pisces. But anyways, we're water dissolving things around it. And think of the end of winter, not the middle of winter, Aquarius. The end of winter, when you're watching things warm up a tiny bit. The sun is the shortest day, and then it starts to grow. It's growing, it's growing, it's growing. So through Pisces, you start to see more light. The light is coming for us. Ram, the lamb, is coming to save us all. Aries. Pisces is slowly starting to warm up and bring more light. And it is about saying, I don't know. I don't know. Let us explore. So similar to Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the first taste of Jupiter and that exploration, that higher learning. Piecing the Pisces bits together. Always. Pisces is the type that will have have this distant look, and then you'll be talking to them about something in the material realm, you know, about their rent or like their paperwork they were supposed to get done, and they'll just have this distant look in their face. And you might ask them, are you paying attention? And they might be a little bit, but at the same time they're daydreaming off about something. And maybe it's something you said. Maybe something you said was something they dreamt a little piece of, or they thought of, or they're having deja vu or whatever. And then they're following the trail of what that could mean, as it was some sort of crumbs and signs that they're supposed to follow. But Pisces, the more Pisces you have, the more people do that. Those Pisces people, the more they do that. The more they're looking for these signs and just living in this mystical daydream, fantasy-ish land. And it seems like fantasy to Aquarius. And people will say, oh, Aquarius is about knowing and Pisces is about just believing. But it's not. Pisces is about
belief and doubt at the same time.
Believing and doubting that you should even maybe believe in anything. Definitely not knowing. Dissolving the need to know. Better if it's Pisces. Dissolving the need to know. So going backwards, sure, you could say knowing is better and having the facts and all that, but is it really?